What's up guys, welcome to another video. I didn't think I'd have to make this video, but like a couple weeks ago I posted a video about Baraka and about his third variation, and I basically just bashed it and said how bad it was, blah blah blah. And early on the comments are like, oh, this guy is wrong, variation's amazing, blah 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 blah. And I'm kind of like, okay, let me take another look at this and see if I missed something. So I'm going to give you all the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to take another look at this variation and see if I missed anything. Now again, going the moves it covers, it has the blade charge, this thing, and this thing. Like, okay, so you guys were like, oh, this blade charge is so good, it goes so far. I mean, it does go far, kinda. It goes like here, and it's like, oh, it's good for whip punishing shit or whatever. But you see, like, it starts up in 16 frames. That's not that fast. Cassie's tackle starts up in 12. Sub-Zero slice starts out in 10. It's not like Shao Kahn's tackle. That's a full combo. This is just a shitty thing, and you're right in their face, and then you're gonna get comboed. This move sucks. It has some uses, I agree, but overall it's not that great. The next move this dude has, this thing here. Now in general, you do this stuff, it has decent combo damage, I guess. It's 250. Like, what is 250 damage? That is useless, honestly. What is that? That compared to his first variation, he does not get rewarded. Now 250 in itself isn't too bad. You do, like I said in the other video, you do get the ability to choose the side, which is alright. But when I say this variation is not good, I'm comparing it to the first variation. It's not the worst variation ever known to man, but it can't compare it to Marauder. So then, if you look at this move, his low attack. Now this one I had gotten wrong before. I didn't realize it was actually pretty much safe on block. It's only -7. So I'm like, dang it, it's actually legit. So this guy has legit 50-50s. He kinda does, but the thing is, you can fuzzy guard this guy, because he has two strings that end in an overhead. This one right here, and then this one right here. And what's important is to look at the startup at like the end of my string, because let's see, I do the whole string, the startup there is 20 frames, so that's the startup of the final hit, and then there's the final string and the part of the hit, the startup is 23. Now why that's important is you want to know what that frame data is, so you know how to fuzzy guard it, because you can fuzzy guard this setup, because this right here is 18 frames. So what that means is, if I'm doing this string right here, if I'm gonna mix you up between the last hit being an overhead and the last hit being a low, it's low is 18, the high, the overhead is 23 frames. So that means you have a 5 frame fuzzy guard, which doesn't seem like much, but it's actually really easy to do. Now this one is a little bit harder, doing it off this. That's 20 frames, and then the low is 18, so you only got 2 frames of fuzzy. That is hard, but I was practicing it and you're able to do it, so I'm going to show you that you can do it consistently. Okay, so I'm going to have one playback him doing the low, and then the other playback gonna have him doing the overhead, and I'm gonna have it here to playback random. Just so you know, this in general, if you want to ever practice fuzzy guarding things or just dealing with different options, you always put record 2 options or 3, whatever, and then put record hidden playback. So like, it's hard to do because it's only 2 frames, but that one's super easy to fuzzy guard. And just to show you, even though it's easier, I'm going to show you that you can fuzzy guard the other 50-50 string as well. So essentially, if your opponent knows the matchup, you can fuzzy guard it. Now, then again, yes, when you're going for fuzzy guards, then you are vulnerable to staggers and throws, which, that is good. This guy actually has safe 50-50s. The reward isn't that great, but he gets safe 50-50s. It actually is a legitimate good thing, and it definitely opens up stagger and throw game. And of course, this move here, it does have a crushing blow if the opponent is blocking high, which is pretty cool, and it's pretty much guaranteed to get, because I don't see most people fuzzy guarding that. I'm just letting you know it is possible. And when I speak about these characters being good or bad, I'm referring to like tournament viability, not the online arena. Because if you go online, you fight a hat tricks Kung Lao, you don't know the matchup, he's gonna body you, he's gonna do the unsafe hat tricks bullshit, and you're not gonna know what to do. I'm referring to the pro level, because the pros like Sonic Fox, Ninja Killer, Dragon, whatever, they go through every matchup and they look at everything, or they look at most things that they're most likely gonna fight, and if some character happens to beat them, then they go in the lab and they figure this shit out. So maybe a pro player picks up this variation Baraka and mixes people up. The next tournament that's not going to be viable, people are going to look at that shit, people are going to figure it out. It's not a real thing. But like I said, he does have his stagger game and everything. But why would you give that up when you have this stagger game with the Marauder variation, and you can freaking get gutted, get your high damage? It's the same mix-ups, because in that variation you're staggering this into grab, or you're staggering this doing auto shimmies into the freaking gutted 30% 40% damage, 2 combos dead. Like, why would you give that up for this move? This move is complete trash. Like, okay, it's not complete trash, but why do you need this move? For what? And the trade-off isn't there. On its own is not a bad move, but this shit, look, let me put the opponent to block to see if you're thinking, oh, it has good pushback. It does not have good pushback. You're in his face, minus 13. This move, oh my bad, this move, you're in his face, minus 14. Yes, you can enhance it as really good pushback and you will be safe. Okay, you have to spend the bar to be safe, or you can just stagger this, or in any other variation you can just do that, and as a matter of fact you have more space there. I don't know why you all up playing this variation. It cannot compare to Marauder. I think most of you agree Marauder is better, but this variation is not good. Nobody plays it, and that is for a reason. Like, the only good thing about this variation is that if you go into the corner, you actually have like restands you can get. So the thing is, this variation doesn't have any launchers, so the only way you're gonna get a restand is if you get like a jump kick. Hold on, let me make him not block anymore. It would be if you get a jump kick, you do this, or you do something like this. I'm gonna do easy combo. It's like, okay, you get a restand plus 5. Okay. So what are you gonna do all match? You're gonna do this, 50-50, this. Because like, honestly, even if you can't fuzzy guard, you're gonna be scared of that crushing blow, right? You're like, okay, you don't want to get crushing blow, which is that's the most threatening part of the low, which you only have one time, which is like, okay, what are you scared of? Like, the last part of this string only does 70 damage, and it will only crushing blow if this entire string's on a counter hit. And then this right here, let me whip it, this is 70 damage, or 7%. So you're scared of 7%. No, you're gonna block low. Now granted, the low is not punishable, which that is very good, but you lose your turn unless you learn how to flawless block up to that. But whatever, you lose your turn, and like, that's all you got with this Baraka. That's all you got. So you all can hate this video if you want. This variation is booty. Thank you all guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.